over the first 7 minutes of this game.
Haney can turn the corner.
(11-6). Gators.
Their defense, you don't realize it because they're so good on offense.
Ball swing. Johnson way outside. Shot clock at 5. Tight defense there from Hanlongton. Shot clock down to 2. Down to 1. Johnson gets it off and hits.
Nice look by Karaban.
Send it over to Tracy.
And Todd Golden sticking points in that huddle. Compete with pride defensively. No backdoors. Finish possessions and play with positivity. The final words of our timeout. We have 31.
Marys.
Again, they stay at home. Now they come late with it.
Post skills from Reed. In and out. Pop to the outside. Mahaney. Bottom on a 3.
When he can go in.
27-21 Creighton. Ross. 10 to shoot. Ross sets his feet. At home, McNeely paced the Huskies with 20 and 7. Huskies were down by 14 in this game, and it's controlled by Connecticut.
And Gus Johnson and let's go a little man.
What should we pay attention to early in this one, Coach?
I think the cutting and screening and slipping, just like that Connecticut.
McNeely, Karaban, Ball, Johnson, Stewart.
Well, he's the point guy right now on the floor. McNeely.
UConn has made their last 5. And somehow, McNeely. Longino, 8 to shoot. Hard crossover on the curl. Rejected by Reed.
Good defense, too. To help and Stewart as well.
McNeely looking. Karaban.
Nice
the pass. Baseline. Mahaney ripped it. Over outlet. Stewart. Watch out. And he misses the jam.
And Popper with the hustle caused it. Nice
Inside
pass.
Johnson from Karaban.
That's why you run the floor.
2 for 14. He's got 8. And he averages 24, nation's leading scorer. Karaban, nice pass. Johnson. Oh, the butter roll.
That kind of night.
2 for 15. 8 points.
When you play Connecticut, you play these forwards, you're going to get your running shoes on. Their activity is so creative. Karaban and McNeely.
Karaban tracked that one down in the corner. And that jump shot is pure.
There might be a little love there senior day.
I would think so.
I don't recall Ray Allen giving me the ball that much on my senior day. That's a conversation I'm going to have with him.
You know, all the swag through the years that Ray has given you, I still can't believe you give him so much grief.
Give me the ball, man. Reed.
He was going to go right to the rack, forced that one a bit, looking for a whistle that did not come.
That's what Samson Johnson's reputation has done, though. You see him coming at you, you're going to try to be a little quicker.
Oh, nice cut.
The hallmark of UConn the last 2 years. Driving kick, it's Mitchell over ball. Rebound, knocked around to UConn.
Good checkouts.
Tiara back in to run the show.
There you go.
Nice rebound and seal. Exactly.
That's all I got to do.
Still think you got to work on getting your head down and getting to the rim. You can get those shots anytime you want.
Johnson felt the contact. Went to the left. Ball straight away 3. Lefty. Batted around. Johnson there from a stick back. Aiden Mahaney, the St. Mary's transfer, the inbound. Karaban hadn't gotten a shot off. Here's Reed. Damn! Good team on the wing by Scott Lewis. Sets the puppies. Karaban rebound outlet ball. He's got Reed trailing. Ball takes a 3.
Country.
Nash was at New Mexico. Now he's at Temple, correct?
They're in the Philadelphia area.
Holy extension of the arm. Automatic switching here.
Karaban always cutting, dropped it off for Terrace.
There's a toughness expected at this level on a consistent basis. You get away from that, you're not the same team. Little pin on the out-of-bounder.
They are blitzing McNeely.
Look at the slip. What a great look. McNeely, the Karaban.
Johnson was there as well. Diarra, the kick. There's solo ball. Boy, he's really struggled from 3 tonight. An offensive rebound, Diarra.
Nice extra look.
Reload ball. This one's good.
On the ball. That's just a simple screen, curl, get to your spot.
And boy, they're going to heat up Noel. Brickus is right in his pocket. Right into the game and right into the fire.
They got a nice look here.
McNeely.
A lot of guys.
I'm right here with you. But now mentally you start to wear down when UConn takes an extra second. They make that extra pass.
Yeah, it's at times like these where Seton Hall really does need Coleman to make a big shot. Or another defensive play. There's Johnson on that roll.
I don't understand late game why, sometimes, again, you get a little tired. You want to kind of take the easy way out. That's how you finish games against a UConn team.
Karaban, beautiful move. Reed, and the lead.
4 points in that first game when they beat UConn by 5 up in Stores.
That was a career high for Neal in the win against the Huskies. McNeely missed 8 games with the right ankle sprain, returned on Friday and starts tonight. Puts up his first shot and an answer for the freshman.
That slip screen is open, and that's just a bad pass by Diarra, but he was open.
Lewis off the mark. Diarra the other way. Great energy in the building. Baseline Stewart. Got it.
UConn's team at home was down to Xavier by 14, 16 points in the second half and came back and won the game. So they don't panic. They understand the defense can get them back in the game. They're going to figure out a way to slow down this UConn offense.
Karaban back in. Reed, nice catch inside. Two-hand jam. Gets Marquette on Tuesday on 8 of 14 shooting. 0 for 2 from the three-point line. Misses both free throws here.
Only shoots 49% from the free throw line. When I played as a guard, there's no way I thought guards should shoot sub 72%.
Diarra, Karaban, they're trying to get him on track. Diarra off one leg.
Shaka Smart wants his team to be disruptive early. We see that.
And Mitchell off the mark on his first attempt. Here come the Huskies who beat DePaul 72-61 Wednesday in Hartford. They trailed by as many as 14 in that game. Diarra, his first shot, and it rattles down. Mahaney, who's playing with two. As we approach the 10-minute mark of the first half, Marquette has 10 points. They're 4 from 11. 4 for 11 from the free throw line.
Even points on the floor right there instead of putting them on the board, Gus.
Ball. And knocks down the triple.
Effective, but Stevie Mitchell is a ball hawk and is making it extremely difficult for UConn to get into their offensive sets.
Mitchell picks up his third. Karaban dumps it down. Samson Johnson reverse layup and one.
Two birds at the XL Center. Now that is shocking.
Got to get a touchdown low.
8 on the shot clock. Karaban to Johnson. Had to have it.
Yeah, you got.
Pop and drop.
Tell you, Blocker likes that matchup when he gets isolation and a little bit of space against Karaban. He's challenging him time and time again and having real success.
You know what's special, Jordan? Layden Blocker, just a sophomore. Jacob Meyer, just a sophomore. They're young. They got futures in Chicago.
Yeah, that's what you want if you build a foundation, trying to lift yourself up like the Phoenix.
Mahaney with a switch.
A punctuation. Up, and away. The call giving you a taste of everything. John Fanta in his first 17.
One word. Wow.
Tell you what, Hurley's going to have a lot of words, and they ain't going to be wow with the break.
And not safe for Hare. Mahaney, and one. Down to 4. Kicking. D'Amico to Gunn. Rejected. Solo said no. Ball. Triple. Good about where my club is at.
There's no greater endorsement of the guy coaching this team in the ball, Chris Holtmann, other than the fact right in front of us on display how they're competing against UConn right now.
Reed. Blocked it.
Reed's playing high defense, most importantly as a facilitator for this group. But he is no threat shooting the basketball right now with the level of pain he's playing with fighting that shoulder.
And he's got 137 assists on the season. Into Reed. Terrence Reed over Benson.
Class. Defensively tasked with keeping the point guard of the ball in front. Terrence Reed has been making winning play after winning play.
Karaban. Solo ball. Now in control when building a lead. Taken away by Karaban. Karaban. Diarra.
For Diarra. McKnight hit Karaban with the ball. UConn's in full survival mode right now in this first half and hanging around. Karaban. Oh, what a hook pass to
High hands, he says. Karaban gives him that.
Nice pass.
Through Butler to ball.
Point shots, he's 2 for 10 there. He's 3 for 7 right now from deep.
His first points since a week before Christmas for Haywood, a local product from Brebeuf High School. Karaban slithered in and finishes with Reed.
What a gear, the next couple for Butler.
Brooks lost it on the way through. Hit ahead, Diarra.
Look at Karaban run the floor, get back.
Oh, that's a one-timer for 2.
And Brooks is able to dominate.
That is the first bucket for Pierre Brooks tonight.
He's been quiet. Has been assertive.
Only a couple of field goal attempts in the first half. Samson Johnson, just like he started in the first half.
He did. He came out. And Byron Nelson, one of the greats of all time. A gentleman. You could learn from him.
I knew that was coming.
Look at Karaban. He was wide open on that bump by ball.
Here is solo ball. Telford picks him up.
Good fight over the top.
Oh, now a scramble. There's an extra man off the deflection. They do get it into the post, and the shot will fall. Soft touch. 6 points to 10 points. All half is where the lead has sat for UConn.
Karaban and Ball have to get going. Be busy.
Karaban. Johnson flushes it.
He screens.
Well, UConn shares the ball really well. One of the best at sharing the ball in all of the country. So you're going to get good opportunities for three-pointers.
19 assists per game, 4th in the country. How about that?
And Thomas Sorber, Archbishop Ryan, Trenton, New Jersey, with his first of what could be many buckets today.
I'm looking to see how UConn functions, not only in their offense, getting Alex Karaban involved, not just on the perimeter, but around the basket.
Oh, a little give, a little go.
Maturing himself. Ed Cooley's had some long talks with him about how important he is to this team, and he stepped up the last few games.
Hey, did you hear that crowd react? It was like a puck hitting the post in a Capitals game. You know, that's tough.
And there's one bump to make Sorber go opposite and reverse. He's got to go through the defense. You got to go straight up, put them in the basket.
Connecticut has really clamped down defensively here in the second half. Nothing's coming easily for Georgetown.
I mean, look at the activity.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful slip. Magnificent of a moment. This is a really good team. They have not played the level of basketball that they can, and no one knows that more than Ed Cooley and a lot of these young guys on the floor. Hence their frustration. What a pass. Karaban.
Job in the first half this weekend against UConn. One-on-one basketball. Obviously wasn't sustainable. Kind of the same situation here tonight. Got to stay in front, guys.
Nice lead. They worked on that play a lot in the Interact League. But Hubie Brown always put a high value on deflection.
Yeah, my college coach too. We press 90 feet, and we press for 40 minutes, and it was all about deflection. You don't necessarily have to come up with a steal. Hubie Brown's school of thought.
Great power move to the basket for in the country coming into today's game. Ball steps into it, misses badly, run down by Diarra, who's been super active here. Bo steps back and try it again. Cured it that time.
You're in a battle like
and at this point,
really said.
Like you said, at 6'8", 250, 65, you darn it's a war brewing right now. And I think he's gonna use all of that. Here's Johnson way outside his comfort zone. Diarra, the Karaban. Well, there we go, pick and roll. Beautiful.
Kim English said, I still had to wear black. That's the thing.
Yeah,
so he's wearing the sweater.
He's a young buck.
He'll learn. UConn controls the tap, and we're underway here from Gamble. Our officials today, James Breeding, Ron Groover, and Greg Evans. Will they try to get the ball inside early today is the question.
You see how they're playing Samson Johnson out far enough. He's not even thinking about looking at the basket that far away.
Solo ball, 7 threes in their last game. The win over DePaul. Give and go. Johnson right to the right.
That one down. Just play freely.
Can UConn pop the cork and get a bucket to start this second half? Find some offense. Diarra, swing, Karaban, Austin. Inside, Johnson, an easy one and the foul.
Really, really good. Diarra behind the read, screen. Misfire, Karaban over a box out again. Sidestep ball for 3. Yes!
And that's the difference between this UConn team and that one. They had guys like Tristan Newton and him who could guard anybody, made them very versatile defensively.
Now, this is the most intense defense we have seen from DePaul in some time. It feels like those makes have spilled to the other end. Johnson, though, tic-tac-toe. 5 seconds before dead ball means immediate. Chris Holtman maximizing real-time rest for Enright. Here comes Mahaney, guarded by Blocker, fresh off the bench.
And they're running and jumping at him.
3 ball for Ball. Yes!
Look at the cover in the back on the show.
Maddox too strong.
Got to lock him up a little bit right now, Xavier. Danger zone, I think. Offense is clicking.
Especially if this guy starts feeling it. Diarra will reset.
Try and force them to use as much clock as possible.
Nice job by Conwell to stay with Diarra. The double comes to Karaban and left Diarra open.
Empty side roll. Number 2 tonight, 16 for the year.
Foster now to double figures. 3 Xavier players, double figure scoring. 4 for UConn.
And Sean had told us he was going to play a little bit of zone, little wrinkle, nice foul line, good entry. See if they're the backup man now.
Reed trying to turn the corner and he scores.
He can be imposing.
10 pounds right in the middle of the lane to finish.
He's a 4th generation D1 basketball player. That's a miss on the other end for Nembhard. Is anybody more sophisticated offensively in the country than Connecticut?
Oh, rebounding, the 50-50 balls, the defensive stuff. That's the kind of things that have to get better for them to get better over the course of the season.
Well, the first thing they have to do better defensively is guard the ball. You know, if you can't contain and stay in front of the ball, that puts your defense in rotation. And that's when the big guys pick up some fouls. And a great pass from
Eric is lying on the court behind the play. He reached for his left shoulder. And remember, he had surgeries on both shoulders prior to last year. Another 3 for Solo of the second half of the offensive end.
Well, Tremont Mark was averaging 12 points a game over his last 2. Left-hander, you can't let him drive it left, and you can't let him go middle. But a challenge 3, he's not a great 3-point shooter. He can make threes.
Karaban back to Johnson. Up and in, and a chance for three as a block is called.
Here he was an assistant, coached his dad at Baylor, was the primary recruit under Chris Beard. They kept that connection, which has brought him to Texas. And Rodney said, you know you're old when you've coached dad and now son.
Well, it's probably just one season for Johnson, obviously, here in Austin with the kind of pro prospects that he's got. But it looks like it's going to be a great one. But Terrace Reed
end up giving it to Isaac Jack, as a matter of fact.
That's fair.
Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense based on that replay.
That's a dime right there. You have to.
Tournament really came on.
Karaban now pushing up top and laid in by Stewart.
Keep up this chaotic, havoc-like pressure for 40 minutes.
UConn's only been to the line twice, and they missed them both. That was McNeely. Karaban rifles a pass inside to Reed, and Connecticut lead. Jourdain the handoff. Haggerty's got space. And the rebound down to Reed. Yet another one.
But Reed has been a man among men in this first half. Great pass.
And he'll lay it in. Karaban, the assistant. There's a lot of hype. There are a lot of expectations. And they declined to bid to the NIT last year. They were not an NCAA tournament team. Declined to berth in the NIT, so they did not have a postseason. But shooting higher this year with this revamped roster.
Found out last night that Penny Hardaway did not have a car until he got to the NBA. He had a 10-speed bike. None of the other coaches believed him.
A chance for a three. And the lead grows for the Tigers.
Really good switching by Memphis.
Karaban to Reed. And nobody's going to keep him away from the basket again. Jay, they have made it come together.
Yeah, and I've been thinking a lot about that with our crew, about some dismissals maybe of producer and director.
Careful what you wish for. Diarra can't get the shot up. Boy, I mean, Tyrese Hunter is having the time of his life out there today playing defense. Talking up a storm, moving his feet like crazy. McNeely with a
composure. You know, aside from every basketball move, plays over his years.
Look out for Solo.
Guys.
Open three for Buffet. Into Samson Johnson with two hands from Karaban.
How are they going to get up and down the floor? How are they going to be in the Western Conference? And both guys really thriving. It's a testament to their coaches and the systems of the NBA.
Samson Johnson.
His positioning there and go across the court and try to get that block shot. Second guy in, it opens up a seam on the offensive glass.
Willie said this is the biggest test our defense has gotten thus far. He had a lot of respect for the offense the Dolphins run. Johnson from Karaban. Here's Dancer with 10. A.J. Dancer, Samson Johnson said no.
No, that was a fabulous read defensively.
Liam McNeely. Catch.
G. Step through, left hand, no. Kept it alive. Rebound goes to McNeely. Nice cut and run. Pretty look. Completed. Karaban. 5-point game. They're knocking down some jump shots. Let's see what Connecticut can do to answer. Karaban. Nice pass. It was. Reed off the glass. Pretty. Here's McNeely. Buddy headed back door with Karaban. Sets up McNeely for three. And nice setup by Karaban. I think they've gotten a lot out of this thing. I know right now it's falling apart a little bit.
struggling. Nice pass.
Ooh, and one.
How about that? Sunderland.
Playing with confidence. Stewart on the take again. That time Karaban said enough. Karaban extra pass to Liam McNeely.
Muting a real game, especially a emotional one like this in the opening.
That's the 6th Sacred Heart turnover. McNeely, the 5-star freshman to Aiden Mahaney, the impact transfer from St. Mary's. McNeely, that's his shot.
Pressure getting in passing lanes on the ball, but also some of these UConn turnovers just feel like miscues, a little bit of carelessness, lack of attention to detail and focus on their passing. You've seen some miscommunication, which, you know, that can be understood.
Solo ball.
A lot of players that have come through that system, but that's a part of it. It's what you learn there and how you learn what it takes to succeed.
That's Terrace Reed with 2 hands.
Gets Reed up in the air again, looking for a shot block. That is patience in reading, and he talks about how he's come back even more improved here in his second stint with Sacred Heart. You see it in the experience.
Solo ball response.
We see Sacred Heart once again drop back into the zone.
You're absolutely right about this first chunk for UConn. They'll take on New Hampshire. Alley-oop, Samson Johnson from 8% from 3. And the reverse out of control there was Stewart. McNeely hoists and hits. He'll always have a green light is what Dan Hurley